On the morning of July 17, 2025, fully armed, masked U.S. Border Patrol agents descended on a Home Depot parking lot in South Sacramento. Neighbors mistook it for a violent criminal assault, prompting dozens of 911 calls. What unfolded next sparked outrage, legal debate, and national headlines. Welcome to IGOR'S News. Today, we go exclusive inside the raid, what happened, who was arrested, and why this operation has Californians talking, across the state. It was just past 7:45 a.m. on July 17, residents in South Sacramento began reporting suspicious activity. A caller described a group of masked, armed individuals in the Home Depot parking lot. Deputies arrived, but found no crime in progress. Then, 4 minutes later, Border Patrol confirmed they were conducting an enforcement action in the area. Moments later, another 911 call came in. A masked individual was seen entering a nearby home on Parkway Street. Deputies responded, and realized the activity was part of the federal raid, not a neighborhood burglary. The Border Patrol operation covered both the Home Depot parking lot and nearby residential streets. According to Sacramento County Sheriff's Office and CBS Sacramento, at least 11 people were arrested. Among them was Javier Dimas Alcantara, a Mexican national with a criminal history record spanning 67 separate bookings, charged with narcotics trafficking, burglary, firearms offenses, and illegal entry. Another individual was detained for allegedly assaulting or interfering with a federal officer during the operation. But the story doesn't end there. A dramatic video, shared by local KCRA and reported by the LA Times, shows a Border Patrol chase and arrest of a man identified as Jose Castillo Jr., a 31-year-old HVAC technician, and importantly, a U.S. citizen. His wife, Andrea Castillo, races toward him tearing, he's a U.S. citizen. His brother is a Marine. In the footage, agents can be seen aiming mace at family and pinning the man to the ground. According to Fox 11, he was released after agents alleged he slashed a Border Patrol tire, but eyewitnesses strongly dispute any violence on his part. These raids come against a backdrop of intense legal battles. In early July, a federal judge in Los Angeles halted warrantless, roving patrols, in Southern California, ruling they infringe on Fourth and Fifth Amendment rights. A separate injunction, issued in April, prohibits racial profiling by Border Patrol across California's Eastern Federal District, which includes Sacramento. Yet on July 17, Border Patrol Chief Gregory Bovino, speaking outside the Capitol, declared, "There is no sanctuary city. Sacramento is not a sanctuary city. We're here to stay." Governor Gavin Newsom's office fired back, saying the operation was a tactic to escape a court order blocking their tactics in Southern California. His spokesperson called the actions reprehensible and illegal. Sacramento City Councilmember Katie Maple described the raid as shocking, noting Border Patrol typically operates hundreds of miles south, and local officials were not notified. California's Sanctuary Law, SB 54, aka the California Values Act, prevents local agencies from assisting federal immigration enforcement. Sheriff's deputies reiterated they did not assist the raid, though they urged people to continue calling 911 if they witness suspicious behavior. This raid is part of a sweeping crackdown that began in June, reaching deep into California communities. In Los Angeles, Border Patrol conducted aggressive raids on Home Depots, car washes, and construction sites, detaining hundreds, including dozens of U.S. citizens. National Guard troops were even deployed in LA, and confrontations erupted, highlighting the clash between federal power and local civil rights protections. The human cost is profound. Families report that many of those arrested were longtime residents, some with U.S.-born children, and employed in blue-collar jobs. The Mexican consulate confirmed that over half of those detained in June raids had lived in the U.S. for more than a decade. Civil rights groups argue that these operations, sometimes midday, masked, and warrantless, are violations of constitutional rights. The American Civil Liberties Union and United Farm Workers are among those now pressing for accountability and oversight. The federal government is appealing judicial rulings that limit these operations. They maintain tactics are lawful, and promised to retrain agents on constitutional protections. Meanwhile, lawsuits are being filed. A $1 million claim has been filed by a man arrested at a Home Depot in Los Angeles, accusing ICE of wrongful arrest. Civil rights organizations have already brought multiple lawsuits over the prior January raid in Kern County, charging pattern and practice constitutional violations. What does this all mean? Federal assertion of power, Border Patrol is clearly signaling its reach extends deep into inland America, including California's capital. Legal battleground, courts are pushing back, yet the federal response is to relocate and escalate. Community fear, these operations breed distrust in immigrant communities, and cause alarm even when U.S. citizens are caught in the sweep. What's at stake? Constitutional rights, separation of federal-state power, and the future of sanctuary protections. That's our deep dive into the Home Depot raid in Sacramento. IGOR'S News will keep you updated as legal battles unfold, policies shift, and communities respond. Drop your thoughts below. What should come next, for Border Patrol? For California? For America? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, and share your views. I'm Igor, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next update.